Because the thing I didn't want to do is do like the Christian Guzman approach where you eliminate virtually everything like that in the journey of trying to lose weight. Alright people, welcome to the video. This is, I think, the start of week 3. This is going to be a tricky week and probably focusing about balance because it's my girlfriend's birthday on the weekend, so we've planned a whole weekend away. Well, I've planned a surprise, just know where we're going. I may bring you guys along with me, but the key thing is trying to do the balance. I've purposely got somewhere that has a gym in it. Typically, I normally would just say, you know what, if it doesn't have a gym, it doesn't really matter, but I need to try and get into my head that when I go to a place that doesn't have a gym, it makes me fall off my routine. So I've kind of got to that point now where whenever I go somewhere, I'm gonna try and find somewhere that has a gym in it, or at least one nearby, so I can kind of stay on routine, just so it makes my lifestyle more consistent. There's times when I can go away for a week and still go back into my routine perfect when I get back, but lately that isn't the case, so I want to keep the momentum up. So I've got somewhere that's a nice, decent gym and a pool and everything, so it's still gonna be dope. But yeah, most of all, hope you enjoy the videos, and yeah, hopefully I motivate some of you. I'll even motivate my little brother to get back into the gym, because those of you who don't know, he kind of fell off a bit, so we'll look forward to some videos with him as well. But anyways people, I'm gonna finish off my workout. Alright folks, and so today is the day that we are going up to Manchester, booked for Kareen's birthday. I may have spoke about it briefly in the beginning of the video, but basically for my birthday she took me to Portugal, which is a surprise. She got it all booked out and everything, and that was like a biggie. So for her birthday here, we're not going on holiday again just because that wouldn't have worked out, but I did book like a very nice apartment. It is like an Airbnb place, so I've bought like snacks and food. Obviously not all of it is mine. Kareen bought some normal stuff, like she wanted some sweets. You know what I mean? You can't make whoever you're dating eat the exact same way you do, but the chances are she'll probably still have some fiber bars. By the way, these are pretty decent. I think she bought both because she wasn't sure if there was a microwave. One of these full packs is about 260 calories, and it's quite a lot of popcorn. You could probably get away with eating half of it as well. Anyway, some more fiber bars and rice cakes for me, as well as a Red Bull to keep me awake when we're driving up. If you plan ahead, it means that you don't have to purposely consciously make sure to do things. For example, me bringing like, you know, some snacks means that, for example, when we're kind of peckish throughout the day, I haven't got to now consciously think, should I go to the shop and buy something, or should I go on Uber Eats? For the most part, all I'm saying is that when it comes to these type of things, like if you haven't got good willpower, you shouldn't be winging it when it comes to your diet, because chances are you're going to fall off. It's better for you just to kind of have things in place, so it limits the chance of you doing that. It may still happen, but it's going to reduce it significantly. Folks, we are on the move. Alright, where do you think we're going?
I don't know. I really don't know. You told me Jamaica.
Yeah, we're going to touch sand and come back. We finally reached. Welcome to our abode.
Ooh, it's quite spacious. It's quite nice.
Oh, I like how white and cool this shit looks. I feel like I'm in the Men in Black. First look at the gym. Got the goodies. Alright, what's the place called?
Arches.
Oh, you guys have a milkshake? I was like, nah, I've got squash, I'm good. My fries is all dashed out in the bag. That's it. But yeah, peeps, this is going to be the meal. But basically similar to the Wendy's burger I bought in it. So it's going to be like American cheese, 1 slice of bacon for £1.20. £1.20? Nah, you're lying. £1.20 for that. I could have bought bacon and cooked it myself. Late. It does taste nice. But yeah, people, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I want to show transparency and show you guys what I'm eating. But yeah, man, I'm going to chill. Tomorrow I'm going to get up and go to this gym. Right, people, now we're going to go for food. And where are we going to eat now?
Actually, I haven't seen the outside of it. I've never seen the outside.
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah.
And we all the way on that floor there. My finger is. That was 9 floors up. So where are we going to eat?
Cafe North. Bacon.
I got something simple. I got a bacon, egg, sausage sandwich, and you got
a French toast with crispy bacon.
Anyways, peeps, I'll see you guys probably back home so I can kind of review the week. Hopefully we still have a decent weigh-in. I made sure we still had fun, we still ate fairly decent stuff, but I still had balance, you know what I mean? And that toast sandwich I had, if I showed you guys, was delicious. I'm happy I opted for that instead of the pancakes I was going to go for. But anyways, people, see you guys back at home for the review. What is good, people? It's that time of the video. We kind of break down the things done in the week. So following the same structure as last week, you'll see the struggle points for this week that I was kind of having to deal with. So number one was still struggling with going to bed pretty late. I have improved that again. I think initially when I first started this whole thing, I was going to bed around 3:30 a.m. Now I'm at least in my bedroom by at least 1 a.m. whether I fall asleep or not, but at least I'm in the room ready to get in that zone. So I still think that's an improvement. The next one was reduce my weekly portion of red meat, because you know that I love my steak. So I've actually reduced my portion of red meat. I was having it at one point like 4 times a week. Now I'm down to 2 this week. I don't mind having it twice a week, but once would probably be ideal for me. Then up my intake of fish. As for the good points now, I walked a lot. It probably is to do with the weather. The weather again has been pretty good this week. Some days I've even smashed 20k steps, and to be honest, my goal is actually only 8k steps at the moment. Next up, obviously in regards to my trip away for Kareem's birthday, I planned ahead knowing that, so I went into that knowing what I was going to do. I brought foods with me to make sure I didn't fully binge for the whole time. I did plan that we were going to have Uber Eats and eat meals out because I wanted to make sure that I'm doing this whole process sustainable. So this bit here is crucial. So when I went out with Kareem for a weekend for her birthday, we still did typical things like we still had Uber Eats on the first night. We still went out for meals. Our breakfast was still fairly moderate. You saw my bacon sausage. That was a normal meal. Other than that, in general, I didn't deprive myself. I just tried not to overindulge. Because the thing I didn't want to do is do like the Christian GUZMAN approach, which is different because he's going to compete, where you eliminate virtually everything like that in the journey of trying to lose weight. This whole fat loss journey here is a sustainable journey because we're not trying to step on stage. We're trying to maintain a lower body fat level while still living everyday life. And in everyday life, would I went out for a meal for a birthday? Of course I would have. Would I have went away for the weekend and not thought too heavily on food? Of course I would. And the whole thing is not being a dickhead though and just snacking throughout the day as well. I had apples, I had regular food there as well. Still had popcorn when we watched the movie. These are things I would do in everyday life. Therefore, I don't want to completely cut them out the fat loss journey because that'd be silly. The smart approach is to gradually fit these things in as and when, so you know how to balance it once you get to near your actual goal. Because otherwise, you're going to start maybe having the binge effect when you start introducing them back into your diet. So that is crucial. So hopefully that made sense. You kind of understood what I meant. And lastly, we have the physique update. In essence, I weighed myself twice. So the morning before we went away, I weighed myself and actually a pretty low weight, and it was 174 point something. You'll see it on screen. And then I weighed myself the day after I got back because I knew it was gonna be higher, which is it was like 177 something. And then what I did was then weigh myself another day afterwards, so technically 2 days later, and I dropped back down, of course, to 175.1, I believe it was. And the reason why I made sure to do those 3 weigh-ins is just to show you how much what I ate on that weekend impacted me. Obviously, while I was away, I didn't just completely do nothing. We walked quite a lot. I did still go to the gym. It wasn't like a crazy intense workout, but I still did go to the gym at least twice over the weekend, and I did at least 25 to 30 minutes on the treadmill walking at the pace that you see me in that video. I didn't do jogging, didn't do running, just a standard pace walk just to make sure I had a little bit of a calorie burn and a sweat on and get my steps up. Other than that, that's all I did, and my weight increased by roughly 3 pounds, and then a couple of days later, as it should do, because it's not going to be fat that makes you do those big jumps, it's always usually water weight, it's going to gradually go down. So I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow I wake up and I'm back down to 174-ish pounds. So we are experiencing gradual fat loss, which is fine. I will say typically I normally have like a bigger shoot down at the beginning, but to be honest, I haven't drastically changed anything. For the most part, I'm just kind of cleaning things up. You know what I mean, at this point. Once the weight loss becomes a lot slower, like I'm getting stalls, that's when I really up things and increase the intensity. But the key thing is, it's not all about trying to lose weight bare fast. If you're making gradual fat loss and you're not having to actually drastically do anything yet, that's a win. You don't want to then purposely keep notching it up higher and higher and higher, making it more harder, Well, you don't need to. If your minor changes are yielding results, stick with those until they begin to slow down. Then you tweak them again, and then you gradually do it. Currently, as today stands, we are roughly around 2.5 pounds lighter than the very beginning of week 0. So realistically, I would say that I am starting to slightly see the front changes maybe. As you'll soon notice that the lower back area and the back area in general, so you're gonna see probably more visual improvements in the front for the most part, just because our back and thighs where I carry most of my fat. So those are always the last areas to go. So if you're someone that's watching, you say your area that loses fat last is like your stomach area, that's just how it goes. There's no special fat loss routines you can do. You can do things maybe to stop bloating, but in terms of actual fat loss, that comes off depending on how your physique actually is, like how you're genetically predisposed to carrying fat. Anyways, people, I feel like that is all the talking points I've had today, so I don't want to kind of overstay my welcome. If you enjoyed these videos and how I break stuff down, please hit a thumbs up and comment down below. YouTube hates me, but if you guys enjoy this content, want me to keep doing it, please support your boy and just drop a like. It means nothing to you, but it means a lot to me. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay gains.